Advent calendar. All right. We know it's day 6 because it's December 6th and got this nice little 6 on the box here. All right, so we're going to start with the one calendar from Mike Sexton. All right, and in it, calling it a Narmada, and I'll tell you what that is referencing to in just a minute. It's a little Shiva Lingam. This one is specifically mentioning the name of the river in India where it's coming from. There are 7 sacred rivers, and each of these little Shiva lingams may be named for the river that it comes from. Okay, so if you remember your Indiana Jones, all right, and the Temple of Doom, that was the things, the little river rocks that needed to go back into the temple. So this is mine. This is the one I picked this up at the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. It's huge. It weighs a ton. And I don't know which river this one is from, but anyway, that's a Shiva Lingam. Okay, so what would I use it for? Okay, well, I have like a ton of these. I'm gonna have, where is the little one? Okay. You can usually find them in this shape, and it's probably, it may even be like this. They may take this and turn it into the shape, because this is the shape that most people recognize. But anyway, for me, all right, how I use this is that this is a women's stone, okay? And I tend to give this out to friends of mine, women friends of mine, just sort of randomly. I picked up a bunch of them, wholesale at one point. And so this size is fairly inexpensive. Even this large one wasn't too badly priced. I mean, yes, it was at the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show, but I think I probably paid about $25 for this. Okay. So anyway, and then you know what? Where all the crystals are going from the unboxing, if you can see them in there, are going in this little thing here. So that's that one. The other one, before we do the other one, this is the reference material for today. Okay. So this is the Crystal Bible 3 by Judy Hall. So there's a Crystal Bible 2. This one is 3. I'm pretty sure there's 4, but by Judy Hall. And anything by Judy Hall is just simply worth it. You will find, though, if you start looking at these books, there's going to be like contradictions between what they say one particular stone does or doesn't do. And that is more their personal experience. So if you could find an author in which sort of like matches your personal experiences you have, that's probably the books that you want. I personally find that I resonate really well with Judy Hall, so I have a fair number of her books in my reference library. Okay, so the other one today from the Healing Crystals is this one right here. Oops. And I will get that later. One of the crystals just popped out all on its own, but we're going to be talking about this one, which is lepidolite. Okay. Now, when you're looking at the stones, okay, again, the color of the stones. So like the Shiva here is sort of like brown. I find this to be a really good grounding stone, particularly for women. But lepidolite is a purple stone. Okay. It's associated then again, with the crown chakra. This is a very calming stone. I actually don't have a ton of this around my house, except for one notable exception. And it's actually because it's part of another stone. So remember we did smoky quartz, said, smoky quartz is not kind of my favorite, except for this piece. This is a huge piece of smoky quartz. But what makes this particular smoky quartz really special is that it is actually loaded up with lepidolite. So sometimes crystals like grow around each other or grow into each other. And this is a case where that's happened. There's other crystals in here. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what they are. But lepidolite in smoky quartz. And if you look really closely in here, you can actually see the definitions of the different crystals that are actually growing inside this huge piece of smoky quartz. Okay, so that's it for today. If you have any questions about any of the things that I talk about, if you want to get more in depth about the crystals that I discuss, let me know. Okay, so anywho, see you tomorrow.